doing an individual performance, and it's called I'm Not a Barbie Doll, Women Taking a Stand in the 1970s. It's the 1960s, and I'm a feminist. It's the 1960s, and I'm a feminist. It's 10 years from the strike, and women have started to realize how unequal society treats us. So women like Betty Friedan are helping us organize a strike to take a stand. Abortion is not yet legalized in all 50 states, so women are starting to speak out about domestic violence, reproductive rights, and unequal pay. I earn 59 cents for every dollar that a man makes, and we both do the same job. I read this book by Betty Friedan called The Feminist State, and it made me start thinking, should I be content with this inequality? She wrote, each suburban wife struggles with it alone, as she made the beds, shop for groceries, match slipcover material, eat peanut butter sandwiches with her children, chauffeur Cub Scouts and brownies, lay beside her husband at night. She was afraid to ask herself even the silent question, is this all? I don't want to be the housewife anymore that is seen as somebody who just care for their family. I'm more than that. I'm not a Barbie doll. Today I was handed this flyer for the strike. The flyer reads, 50 years ago, August 26, women suffragists finally won the vote after a long, courageous campaign that brought them ridicule, blows, jail, but finally success, the right to a voice as human beings in the affairs of the nation. Was that the final victory? There's also many questions on this also that read, have you ever been paid less at a job for which a man would have been paid more? Have you ever resented it, even a little, that almost all the important political decisions are made by men? It says here at the bottom, if you answered yes to even a very few of these questions, you owe it to yourself and to other women to participate in the August 26th Day of Action protest to show that you feel that women do not yet have the full freedom and equal status that is their birthright as human beings. I decided that I'm going to go to the strike to protest. This is Mike Scott, male chauvinist, TV9 Eyewitness News. Well, tomorrow, 50 years after we gave them the vote, women suffragists are standing up for their liberation demands. Thankfully, Cedar Rapids women's liberation movement is pretty much done. So remember, men, if tomorrow you go to work and find that your secretary is refusing to do the filing, and you go home and find that your wife is refusing to do the cooking, don't blame them. Remember, you gave them the vote 50 years ago. It's August 26th, 1970, and I'm a feminist. I'm in New York City today with nearly 50,000 other women, and we're at a strike in NYC. We're on 5th Avenue today. There's many other women holding their own strikes in different cities, Boston, Indianapolis, and New Orleans. In Los Angeles, women are protesting on the streets while wearing Richard Nixon masks. Richard Nixon previously claimed that he supported the Equal Rights Amendment, but has done nothing to prove his support so far. Today, us women are taking a stand against people like him and the false promises that were made. I just don't get it. I'm fine with working at home and taking care of my loving family. My husband comes home every day from work to a warm meal and a great wife. I enjoy being a Barbie doll. I don't care. These women are marching and putting a bad name on women like me. I just don't get it. Women don't need jobs because they have to take care of their home and family. If women were working, who would be taking care of the children? Who would be keeping their homes clean? It says right here that 4 out of 5 adults know about the women's rights movement. That's ridiculous. Why would so many people need to know about something that doesn't matter? I agree with these news reporters out here that are saying women don't belong in the protest. There's no need for this. Hello, I'm Richard Nixon, your 37th president. 53 years ago, on August 26, 1920, the 19th Amendment was certified as our Constitution, assuring that the right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States states or by any state on the account of sex. The struggle for women's suffrage, however, was only the first step toward full and equal participation of women in our nation's life. In recent years, we have made giant strides by attacking sex discrimination through our laws and by paving new avenues to equal economic opportunity for women. Today, in virtually every sector of our society, women are making important contributions to the quality of American life, and yet much still remains to be done. American women, although they represent the majority of our population, still suffer from myriad forms of discrimination. In pursuit of equal rights for women, the federal government must take the lead and set the examples. Last year, with the enactment of the Equal Opportunity Act of 1972, a strong statutory base was provided in furthering equal opportunity for women in the federal government. While we're making great strides to eliminate outright job discrimination because of sex in the federal government, we must recognize that people's attitudes cannot be changed by law alone. Now therefore I, Richard Nixon, President of the United States of America, do hereby call upon the people of the United States and interested groups and organizers to observe August 26, 1973 as Women's Equality Day with the appropriate ceremonies and activities. I further urge all our people to use this occasion to reflect on the importance of achieving equal rights and opportunities for women to dedicate themselves to that great goal. For the cause of equal rights and opportunities for women is inseparable from the cause of human dignity and equal justice for all. Two years after the strike in 1972, Title IX was passed and forbade any sex discrimination in the workplace in government-funded education programs. In 1973, abortion was legalized in all 50 states. This was a huge success for women at the strike and women who supported the strike because they took a stand for sexual reproduction rights. Women no longer have to get illegal abortions. Working women also have easier access to child care, and this is something that women at the strike took a stand for. The feminist movement keeps moving along in the United States of America and keeps making movements today. The wage gap is now less, and I earn 80 cents for every dollar that a man makes. The feminist movement has made many successes since the 1970s and keeps making more and moving forward in the United States of America. Thank you.